Yo, GameBro here, along with...
Where we are going to head up into the Blue Cave of Mystery. And how did you get down there again?
Didn't really do much. But
The Blue Cave. Wait, why is it called the Blue Cave again? Aside from it being really blue.
I guess it's really that simple. But this cave, even the fans didn't really care for it.
Because this is the longest cave in the entire game. The hardest.
For sure. Hot steam is pretty good here. Unless you're careless and constantly getting hit by attacks. I guess I also have to move. Since it only attacks one enemy, I don't really find it worth it.
I really suggest healing on the way out.
Okay, that takes care of a couple of them. And the scorpions,
You are getting your ass handed to you. The things in here are a lot harder than they seem.
Yes, but thankfully my defense will keep rising as I go through. So it's not going to get any worse from here on, at least. Oh, and that wasn't good enough, I guess.
It's never good enough. Oh, you dodged it. Quick! Hit them all!
Still not enough. Bye to that. Bye. Bye to that. Well,
how are you gonna get FT? You can't even handle these guys.
that's an excellent question.
Mark.
Yeah. Let's try Fireball level 3. Oh, that was still enough, thankfully. Like I said, kind of make like a dollar symbol, and you might be fine, like I just was.
Like a dollar symbol. That's all everything.
Yeah, this is a really long cave. It's probably gonna take at least 3 parts. Might require a 4th. But a treasure chest must open it. Actually, no. It's called a mimic fake treasure chest that try to attack you.
Well,
Fire.
there's only one of them. Like I said before, at least there's only one of them. Try to deal with one at a time. Otherwise, you're just gonna waste healing items on them.
Yeah, I can't believe I used 2 healing items in one battle. That is inexcusable. Okay, attack from a distance. Like, get close enough where you can use Fireball level 3 against it, but not close to a point where you can't be able to dodge Walking Water. I believe that's what the spell is called. Okay, one card level 3 should finish it off. Probably.
No.
Or not. I'm frozen, but that's okay. Of course, one more wind cutter was all it took.
Heal on your way!
Not that you're ever going to use again, but wind cutter level 1, a single one actually does more than just if like a single of those level 3 cutter hits.
Maybe you might be able to take them all. Large cutter.
Nah. I don't want to deal with too many, and I believe this way leads to Glencoe 4, I think what it's called. Not that we're ever going to go back to it. Even if by chance I did like miss some spirits, I don't feel like it's worth it. But yeah, I'm going to cut back to the entrance. Unless I have escape, which I probably don't.
You can easily get MP as you run around. So don't worry about running out of MP.
Indeed. One of the many flaws of this game that used to be one of my faves on the N64
But seriously, what created this cave in the first place? I mean, why are these things down here? What could survive down here in the first place?
If I've been shown off Power Step Level 2, well, here it is. Double the amount of attack, unless of course you miss like I did.
And double the amount of miss!
Triple ones there. Okay, Hot Steam should be good. And those are probably the weakest enemies here, so you don't have to worry about facing these multi-optics. And another whack.
What?
Hey, just
Yeah,
get.
there it is. No!
And I got a freaking dewdrop.
A what?
A dewdrop. You're actually gonna find those near the end of the game. Developers seem to have no care of balance. Very little to no care about you get from the beginning till the end.
This game was in its infancy, and they rushed it, because much like every new console that comes out, they rush everything. Am I right? Isn't there some developer that takes pride in its own work without having to rush everything? Like, for example, the new PS4 and Xbox One is coming out.
What are your thoughts on E3 this year?
It's interesting because I do enjoy some of the new games that come out. I'm not going to choose between which is better. All I can say is to each his or her own. If you want to play Final Fantasy games, get the PS4. If you want to play games with Kinect and such, go for the Xbox One. Or if you're a child at heart, go for the Wii U. It's all good.
Yeah.
If you start comparing stuff, you're just gonna start a war, regardless whose point is better. See what I mean?
Yes, I very well do.
And that is important. You got to see everybody's point of view, not just your own. Otherwise, you'll start shit. One-sided and close-minded.
Yes, like I kind of was when I was younger. I was pretty much just a Nintendo, Sega fanboy. Didn't care for Sony and Microsoft at the time. And also, usually when there are multiple paths, there are actually arrows that lead you into the right direction, so that's convenient if you don't feel like picking up whatever spirit or items you may end up missing by taking the other path. Although there's usually nothing anyway.
Oh, I got a little treasure chest! Kill me!
Definitely better than that attack than the walking water. Although getting frozen, that's no good. Now I can't move. I can't even dodge that.
Can't turn around.
Even if you're kind of close to the enemy, your fireballs can actually hit the enemies behind you as long as they're not too far away. But it was kind of too far away, so Wind Cutter was Wind Cutter was the best. Not again.
Shot.
Yes, I'll do so. Okay, I guess I have to.
Right now. Use the bread.
There are probably a few items I still haven't shown off yet. Yeah, but just kind of saving them for the later areas. Even though doing as much grind as I do, they're not really going to be that much tougher.
Regardless if your RP's low. They'll still run around and gain more anyways. What did we learn? To not wait to heal later on. Otherwise, even if you're healing with one single thing, it affects you with the chance now.
Yes, can't really be too careful. And for you, again, probably the weakest enemies here. Steam should be able to take care of it. Actually, there's Fire Pillar that I learned. Let's show it off now. But you have to pretty much be touching the enemies. It was really picky, not counting the other enemy as taking a hit, because otherwise it does some pretty good damage. And some more. Where that came from? Wherever it came from exactly. Two of the weakest enemies in here, most likely. Perhaps there's something else I learned, haven't shown off yet. Well, here's Ice Wall. I assume it's going to be able to freeze him. Just like Ice Knife. That move right there. And keep your distance from it. Be sure to be facing it. And some more fireness.
Now heal up. Right now.
Will do.
Otherwise, you're gonna waste more item.
And I really should start using, when there are like more than 2 enemies, start trying to use Restriction Level 2. It really is a good spell. The extra MP is very well worth it.
There it is. Little snail in blocks.
That must be the right way, but I want to see if the other path leads to anywhere special. Okay, restriction now. One more time. Oh, got one of them. And of course, once it's that enemy's turn that's trapped, you get an extra turn for it, so good for you if you succeed. And good job.
Good.
Very good, very good.
Right now.
And
Go right there. No matter how long your MP gets.
use up lots of magic. Lots of it.
You don't need to use a thing. You're fine.
Yeah, probably. I have a hero's drink and mint leaves,
Leave it.
Probably too many random encounters for my liking. Just a little too often. But it can definitely get worse in games like Dragon Quest, where one step takes you to another enemy. And it's not too rare of an occurrence. Walking water, man. I might learn that move soon, I don't remember. But you can learn it yourself. Pretty much any spells enemies have, you can learn yourself eventually. But not so much the bosses. And if it, I'm just going to use a Sling spell. Barely able to reach me. Or Silent Flute. Okay, let's
Oh, much better.
use up an extra turn, but it's worth it, I think.
Smackball.
That's Deemness.
What about the fire pillar?
It doesn't have good reach, though, remember? You have to pretty much be touching him
Oh,
in order for it to affect him.
yeah. Alright.
A hero's drink.
That'll keep you on your feet.
Oh, we'll be on our feet for a long time. I'm telling ya.
Unfortunately, that thing doesn't have feet. But I'm sure you'll be able to get it.
Never mind.
Or not.
Get some. Now let's go to the right path. So many fake treasure chests. They think they can fool me. Well, they're wrong.
It's like, no. Ironic. Your name is also Ben.
Whatever, and yep, I'm backtracking, just make sure. Running, and more running, what can I say? Long and tedious, nobody likes this cave.
No.
Nobody.
Because it has the same feeling of a water temple from Ocarina of Time. Something about the color blue in video games just symbolize something that's so hard to deal with.
And I just picked up another spirit there.
Yeah.
Nope, I learned nothing. You know what, this part's starting to get long, so I'm gonna end here. This is Game Bro.
Better.